Welcome to Polynesia, one of the most remote and beautiful places in this world. Lost in the middle of the Pacific, Polynesia is everything you can imagine and much more. Some even call it paradise. If you're planning a trip to Polynesia, this video is for you. My name is Pierre, I'm a travel adventure photographer, and I've just come back from a trip to Polynesia. That was a childhood dream to go there, and I managed to make it happen as a, let's call it, solo honeymoon, because Trina couldn't join me on that trip. So today I want to share with you the top things to do when in Polynesia and a few other tips that will make sure your trip is the best of your life. So if you're ready, let's get started. Number 5. Explore the island of Tahiti. Most people will overlook it and go straight to smaller islands like Bora Bora, but please don't overlook Tahiti. It has so much to offer. Make sure you go explore inland, admire the beautiful waterfalls, the crazy mountains, and the jungle that spreads all over this island. And as a bonus, the south of the island is completely different, very remote, and some areas don't even have access by road. So the only way you would ever get there is by boat. Don't miss it, adventure is guaranteed. Number 4. Enjoy sunset and sunrise. I know that might sound super obvious, but sunrise is so beautiful in Polynesia. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you wake up a little bit before and get out there and enjoy those incredible views. You haven't come half the way around the world to miss those. Please make it a priority. Whether you're enjoying those from Tahiti, from Bora Bora, or a tiny atoll, I can tell you those will stay with you for a lifetime and you will get the best shots ever. Speaking of Bora Bora, here's a quick tip. I know everyone thinks you need to go there, and although it is a very nice place, I want to warn you that it is also very touristic. So, with that being said, if you go there, if you decide to go there, I highly recommend you to find a hotel that is off the main island. The reason is that when you're off the main island, you have a beautiful view on that main island and the mountain. And this is exactly the view you see on the postcards that you've been dreaming about. So make sure you make your experience unique when you go there. It will be worth it. Number 3, stay in a water villa overlooking a lagoon. You've come all the way across the world, you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The last thing you want is to be stuck on land forever. So make sure you save up some money to offer yourself a beautiful stay in a water villa. You will be waking up with your feet in the water. You will be waking up with that marine life and going to bed at sunset with it too. Let me tell you, this is one of the best things ever. I personally went to a beautiful place called Lotaha that has its own private island with a direct view on Bora Bora. That was so amazing. Over there, they also grow their food locally and they have their own coral garden. And let me tell you, that was magical. I'll leave for you a few hotel recommendations in the description and the blog post that I've created. So if you want to check it out, make sure you go to inspiredby12.com or simply hit the link in the description below. You'll have all the info you want for some awesome inspiration. Let's get to the best parts. Number 2, diving and snorkeling. This is the one activity you cannot miss. The marine life is one of the best in the world in Polynesia. So whether you're snorkeling or you're diving, you will have an amazing time and discover some of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your life. Having that connection with nature is so present in Polynesia that it will give you a life-transforming experience. At least it did for me. Just to give you a little bit of inspiration, I went diving with my friends from Top Dive on several islands, and this is what I could experience. Shipwrecks and plane wrecks in Tahiti, sharks in Moorea, and I met packs of barracudas and dolphins in Rangiroa. Let me tell you, those moments will stay with me for a lifetime. If you don't dive, don't worry, because snorkeling is also super accessible and you can encounter some beautiful magic marine life with water just up to your waist. Whether you're going in a lagoon or you're taking a snorkeling trip, let me tell you, this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And drumroll for number 1. Number 1 is plant your own coral and adopt it. Let me explain. A team of local island kids realized that their reef was dying quickly, so they decided to do something about it. They wanted to raise awareness and replant new corals. They work with scientists and people from all over the world to try to save the beautiful reef that is being impacted by a human activity, whether it's because of plastic, global warming, or heavy metals in the water. All that has a negative impact on those corals. And those kids decided not to let it happen. So, what do they offer us? They offer us the ability to go on an eco tour to learn about the ocean, the corals, and the reef. That's a way for them to keep doing what they're doing and protecting our environment. And for you, it is an amazing experience because you will be able to plant and adopt your own coral. But on top of that, you will also meet locals and you will hear their stories. And the big bonus is that if you're really friendly, they will even share their secret spots with you and show you the most beautiful places to visit on Moorea. And from a local's perspective, I can tell you that it is the best thing in the world. So if you haven't added it to your list, make sure you add Moorea and go check out the coral gardeners so that you can go plant your own coral, adopt it, and learn more about that beautiful marine life. Now that we're done with the 5 best things to do, I want to give you a few more tips for your trip. First of all, there are tons of islands in Polynesia, and as such, it might be difficult to choose which one you should go to. My recommendation is to do the main ones, and if you can, add an island that is a little bit unknown, that is a little bit off the beaten path, where few people go, so that you can have a totally unique and different experience. That experience will most likely stay with you for the rest of your life and will be something that will reconnect you to nature and also to the local community. So yeah, that's a huge recommendation. Number 2, if you're using a tour, if you're asking an agency to help you plan your trip, there are a few agencies that are doing amazing work, that are very environmental conscious and that also have a huge emphasis on local life. What does it mean? It simply means that they will take you in remote areas where you can meet local culture, they will show you how things were done in the past, and at every step of that travel they will make sure that your environmental footprint is minimum. If you're remotely interested, I will drop an option or 2 in the description and in the blog post. And my last tip is please be mindful. Let me explain. The whole world is going through a huge environmental crisis. The ocean is full of plastic and there is global warming going on as we're speaking right now. And what you can do as a traveler is to make sure that when you're going to those places, you're not giving into the facility of using single-use plastic. For example, bring your own bottle that has an integrated filter so you can refill it anywhere. That way you don't need to buy plastic bottles. Just that one little thing can have a huge impact, and all the rays, the fishes, the sharks, the corals, every single animal on this planet will thank you. Alright, I hope all those tips have been useful and that you will have a blast in Polynesia. This was one of the best trips of my life and I cannot wait to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And remember, you can head over to inspiredby12.com for more awesome travel tips. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and we will talk to you in the next episode. Have an amazing day and safe travels.